This is a steak. And by steak, I mean one big ass 3.5-pound mother Tomahawk Ribeye. But it's still a steak. And I'm gonna show you how to cook it perfectly on the smoker. But I also have directions for those of you that don't have a smoker. And to just give you some scale to how big this is, here's the steak, here's an iPhone. Steak, iPhone. Steak, iPhone. This is a big steak. Let's get her seasoned and wait for the thud. Only 3 things. Less is more. We're giving it salt, and in this case, we're giving it beautiful, flaky sea salt, which is gorgeous. And it gets quite a lot because it's a lot of meat. But don't forget, it looks like a lot, but you're not getting slices this way. You're getting slices this way, so a little bit of salt there. And we do it all the way around, even on the edges. And then garlic powder, not garlic salt. Don't need more salt. And then, of course, fresh ground black pepper. We want it all to stick. And let's take advantage of what's on the cutting board. You ready? Gorgeous? Let's go to the smoker. And here we go. The smoker is set at 275 degrees. We're gonna cook this until it's 125 degrees inside. But because it's set so low, it's gonna cook evenly all the way through. And to make sure we don't screw up and go over, we're using a probe thermometer that will live inside it until it gets to its desired temperature of 125 degrees. So we insert into the thickest part, like so, right into the middle, which is right about here, and then we close the door. Here's the thing. Yes, I'm using a smoker. Yes, it will deliver a little bit of extra smoke flavor, but it's only gonna take about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes. If you don't have a smoker, you can do the exact same thing in your oven. Set your oven to 275. Season the steak, put it on a rack, on a baking sheet, in your oven, shut the door. And if you don't have a probe thermometer, then just make sure you start checking about 45 minutes in with a good instant read thermometer. And at this point, well, there's nothing to do but wait.
I'm creeping around over here.
He's a creeper. All right, so look, 125 degrees, and look how gorgeous it is. And it's gonna be perfect inside. And one of my friends said to me, dude, why you gotta make the huge steak? And I go, well, look, we all know that a steak cooked with a bone is more flavorful. But honestly, sometimes you just wanna say to your neighbors or your friends, look, I have a much bigger than you. Look what I've got. Let's take this baby off and give it a little sear, get into it. It gets a quick sear. We'll give it a little oil, avocado oil, and then this beautiful Tomahawk Ribeye. And the searing is gonna add color, a little texture, but also some beautiful flavor too. It's only gonna get maybe 30 seconds aside. Here's one side. While we're here, we wanna render some of this fat on top, so we go like this. And then down, a little bit on this side. And then we're ready. Wow. And down she goes. We'll let her rest for a few minutes and then we'll have a cut. But look how beautiful. And after some resting, we cut. First, the giant tomahawk bone off. Look at that. And now, wow, this little fatty guy comes off. I mean, It's beefy, it's rich, it's salty, it's savory, it's fatty, it's delicious. It's everything that a ribeye should be. Cooked perfectly. With a giant bone for with a giant bone for somebody to gnaw on. And that's gonna be me in about off! A giant bone for somebody to gnaw on in about 5 minutes. All right, subscribe, like, comment. Don't call me. All right, make this. Look at this, make this. This is the reason you do this giant tomahawk steak. So you can eat off this bone.